That's why the BBR was filed, and so then we had a test on the 9th, and those were now confirmed by the lab positive use of THC. I believe.
So that was October 9th.
No, October 7th, we ordered them to test. They did not.
Hold up, and a positive drug test after missing the original date? That's not just a slip-up. That's a violation. Court orders aren't suggestions, they're legally binding. Do you think missing that first test was a misunderstanding or a dodge?
Okay.
We caught that a little late by the BBR, and then we adjusted a little bit last week, I believe, or the beginning of.
How is it that we ordered him to test in October and he's now in December testing? How on earth? It's unacceptable.
Yeah, it was a court-ordered drug test, and I don't think we wanted them to come back after testing.
But if they don't test, then they're required to come back, and we either make them test again or do so, or there's other ramification. But we don't. How on earth can we go a month and a half and then nothing happens?
Yes, Judge, I understand. But we did prior orders. We tested them again this week, and those did come back for THC.
This is where the system's cracks show. Over a month with no action. That delay isn't just frustrating. It can undermine trust in the process. Who's responsible here? The court, probation, or the defendant? Drop your thoughts below.
Who was here working that day?
I can look into it, but it's really no way of knowing for sure because there was no assigned officer here at the time.
Someone had to sign an order to go test. There's always a way. There's always a paper trail.
Yes, Judge. So
what do we do with this, Mr. Brooker? How do we hold Mr. Smith accountable?
Judge, I know what I've done since Monday. Mr. Smith and I have talked very frequently this week. I admonished him thoroughly about the THC usage. He explained to me what happened with that, and he understands the seriousness of it. He understands what's at risk. It's correct what you said that he doesn't have any support out there, financial or otherwise. I'm actually happy that he was able to make it here on time today because I was concerned about that. So that was twice this week. He wants to be compliant. He wants to do what's best. He wants to dispose of the case.
I don't believe that.
I know, Judge.
I don't believe that. He's telling me that you want to be compliant. I don't think so. You repeatedly do whatever you want to do without regard to court orders, and it does not work like that. You repeatedly fail to appear here. You blow off the test, and now you're testing positive. What am I supposed to do? Just let you go?
I missed one day, and that was the day I was supposed to come, and I didn't have no way up here. I didn't even.
You can take the bus.
I'm in Humble. The bus did not come out of Humble. I'm literally sleeping at the park right now, like, okay, and I'm still, okay, listen.
And Judge, even with those challenges, Tristan has been in school. Even on the Zoom appearance from last week, I believe he was Zooming in from school that day, the day that he couldn't make it, and got down here on that Monday.
I don't know what to believe with him. I really don't. Unless you provide.
Now it gets real. Tristan's attorney says he's got no financial or family support, and he's literally sleeping in a park. This isn't just about bad choices. It's about survival. But does that excuse skipping court orders? Let's talk moral gray zones here.
Proof with something. I'm not going to believe a word that comes out of your mouth. I don't believe, because the problem is that you tell me that you're going to, you tell me you're going to do things, and then when it's time to, you don't. So how am I supposed to handle this? What am I supposed to do?
Judge, he came in on Monday. You ordered him to take the test. He went right over.
I literally walked here. I didn't have nowhere. I walked here.
He went over.
That was a whole 4 hour. I walked here from school. I walked here all the way from Chattanooga.
I'm not asking much. I don't want you to use. Do you understand?
Judge, if I may add, I have communicated with his grandmother. I believe it was on December 5th that I called
Oh,
her.
you spoke with Grandma?
I did.
Have you let Mr. Brooker know first?
Yes, Judge, I recorded, I took details of the conversation and shared it promptly with Mr. Brooker.
How do we go forward?
So it appears as though, based on my conversation with Miss Karen,
And boom, the no contact order gets violated. That's a huge legal misstep. When you're out on bond, even one visit to the wrong place can send you straight back to jail. But is this desperation or defiance?
that the defendant has gone to the house, the residence since then with his friends. He refused to leave even upon her request. There is a MOAB in place, Judge, where he was supposed to have no contact with the residents, and per his bond conditions, I don't believe he was supposed to have contact with her either. And he has gone to the residence.
And now we have even more. I mean,
And she did file a police report, I believe, Judge. She told me she called the police and they filed a report, and she has an offense number.
Mr. Brooker, do you guys want to talk about this and then?
We can, Judge. We can.
Does she want him to come back or no?
Now, my understanding, and I also heard from one of the family members, I believe Tristan's sister, they don't want him to come back. And mentioned something about whatever was the underlying dispute about some property or whatever. I didn't respond to it at all. It just didn't seem like the right thing to do. But as Tristan has indicated, everything he said to me is that he's been living outside, doesn't have anywhere to go, which is my original concern with him. Took him downstairs to try to get him some kind of services. It's not really a workable situation, but he's communicated with me. We've talked this week. This is his second time here. He took the test, Judge. He was forthright with me. He understands what can happen. I told him,
Saba, what do you
bond you out.
What do you want me to do?
Judge, just that he continue having no contact with any of the complainants. They are fearful of the defendant. They do want him to get help. I've also spoken to his mother, and she wants him to receive mental health treatment. He does have
Do you need a place
propensities
to
towards
stay?
violence.
The judge drops some serious truth. The streets will ravage you. This isn't just courtroom talk. This is real life. You can feel the frustration. The system wants to help. But how long can compassion outweigh consequences?
I have like some nights
No, you were telling me earlier that you're living on the street.
I am.
Do you have a place to stay? Okay.
They told me,
If you want, we have places for you to go. I have services for you. I have Shatoria here. We can find you a place to stay if you need it, because the street, it's not a good place to live. The streets will ravage you in ways that you never know. You'll do things just to survive. It's not a good place to be. So if you need a place, we can find you a place. But that's still no excuse to violate conditions of bond. We've ordered you not to go back to this house, right? I get that you may have, issues, where to live, where to stay, who to be with, how to get there. But if they don't want you there, then you can't go. And I mean, they've already called the cops.
I spoke to his family, Judge. They were under the impression that the defendant was living with a friend in their house, so I don't know.
And that's my understanding too, and Tristan did tell me that he intended to go and stay with a friend. But that was 2 months ago, Judge. He's not paying any rent or anything. His situation has changed since then.
Look, I'm trying really hard not to put you into custody, but at some point, your actions become your own and it's on you. I'm not going to keep playing this game. I'm not, I expect you, like everybody else, to live to the conditions. When we tell you not to go back, it's mom or grandma.
I spoke to both, Judge. Grandma wants no contact.
If I hear it happens again, get ready. You're not allowed to use.
No more excuses. The judge draws a hard line. After missed tests, broken orders, and second chances, it's clear. The leash just got shorter. If you were on that bench, what would you do with Tristan?
And I'm telling you now, I'm going to test you for someone dropped the ball here. And I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. but I'm telling you, you're gonna get tested again. And if it tests positive again, there's no excuse. Now, we have resources to help you. If you want help, all you have to do is ask. We've given you a list of places that you can call, that you can go stay. They will take you in. If you need any other resources, we're happy to help you as well. But at some point, there's just no more excuse. Understand? All right.
Good judge.
Hey, that's it. I mean, really, just no more tolerance. I mean, I don't know, this is what, 3, 4, how many times is this?
It's our second time back since the first time, but I do understand. I agree. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.